say?
What was happening for the leaders, man?
You don't think I was racing for my own position?
I didn't say you were. I said.
Just watch what you say, man.
I said thanks for the help.
No, you said it was a Spartan. Oh, I
You took it that way.
With just a handful of laps to go, race leader Chase Elliott would run down Ryan Newman, who was fixing to be lapped. Ryan Newman was still in the playoffs, but he was currently out by 2 points. Every position mattered for Ryan Newman, and he had to hold his track position. That's exactly what he did, but in doing so, he held up Chase Elliott, who was fixing to win his first ever race in the NASCAR Cup Series. With 2 laps to go, Busch was able to drive right around Elliott as he was held up by Ryan Newman. Chase Elliott after the race was extremely dejected, and even his team owner, Jeff Gordon, was furious as he walked down to Ryan Newman to have some words with him.
Here we go.
All right, we're going back to green flag racing this time.
No,
Look out, crash on the front straightaway. Clint gets collected. Oh, the 98 and the 99 of Trevor Bayne.
There's some hard licks right there.
McCumbee and the 09 also involved.
I'm not sure Clint Boyer didn't spin the tires on that restart. He had to keep adjusting on it. You see some more damage now on the 21.
Well, we're getting
oh my goodness gracious alive.
Denny Hamlin and I think there's some retaliation going on here because we've just gotten word from NASCAR, the 21 who had pulled back out on.
I want you to take it to the trailer.
And he's been told to take it to the trailer. So Clint Boyer retaliates against Denny Hamlin. Let's go back and see if we can see what happens here. There's Hamlin. Here comes Boyer.
Yeah, he's coming out of the pits from where they were working on the car. Makes a hard right here.
Huh.
Show his displeasure with what happened on that last
start as intentional.
Clint Boyer is definitely a driver that you don't expect to have tempers or outrageous moments during the race. He's definitely hot-headed on the radio from time to time, but retaliating with his race car, that's not something Boyer does often or even ever. But he did at the NASCAR Nationwide Series in 2010. With 2 laps to go, when Joey Logano would get into his back bumper on the restart, sending him crashing into the wall as Logano would continue.
Looks like Kyle might get back out. He might stay on the lead lap here.
He's out in front of the pace car, so it looks like Kyle will stay on the lead lap.
10-4, they're going to hold you 1 lap. They said we sped to keep from going a lap down. I went to my max of my lights on the exit. You guys.
Oh, well, I guess that's a little hand signal given the NASCAR official.
Yeah, we will apologize for Kyle.
Hosting us now. You got to come in, bud. You got to come in.
That's Kyle Busch's radio. Remember the little gesture that we had to apologize for? It's going to cost him 2 more laps. NASCAR is going to pull him in.
Said unsportsmanlike conduct. That's freedom of speech. They're going against the constitutional rights of everybody. Kyle, stop, please. And we all work too hard for this. You're costing us. Bring it to pit road. Park it for 2 laps.
Michael McDowell up the racetrack. Oh, it's Michael's going to turn
turned around and hard in the wall.
Fast race car at the start of this race. Some aggressive moves. Working your way up through the field, Bubba. From what we saw on TV, there was contact going into 3. What did it feel like in the car?
Oh, just disrespect. When you get hooked into the wall, my hair looks terrible. Sorry, Mom. When you get hooked right rear in the wall, it's I don't even need to see a replay. Look at that. Yeah, wow. People say one of the nicest guys in the garage. Can't wait for the God-fearing text that he's going to send me about preaching and praise and respect. What a joke he is.
Just like the clip we just saw, Kyle Busch is never afraid to speak his mind, no matter who he's talking to. If it's a reporter, NASCAR themselves, or even his crew chief. Kyle Busch is one of the most polarizing drivers in NASCAR history. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Busch is always willing to speak his mind and say how he truly feels about any given situation. Just like this Texas race when he was extremely upset. There was another race, it was the 2019 Las Vegas race, when he was extremely upset with the number 53 car late in the race. This is how he reacted.
What happened there with the 53 there late? 52, get it right, don't know. How did that impact your car? Killed it. What did you think? Were you happy that you were able to come back after the early damage? Nope. Or what happened there at the beginning of the race? I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Here. How about the
felt great.
Find out through the whole time.
Any thoughts that you're going to a place where you won last year at Richmond? Nope, can't pass there.
You feel okay about your chances overall?
Don't care.
Does it help any at all that you got the bonus points coming in here, coming out of this race?
Just here so I don't get fined.
Do you feel like if you had been able to get the top 10,
I'm answering the dumbest questions over and over again. Am I good?
Down into turn 3. The 48 gets loose into the corner. You can see the back coming around. He has to chase the car up the track into the left rear corner panel of Denny Hamlin. Denny goes around into the wall. How about that?
And this is going to get interesting.
Oh, boy.
Denny Hamlin not happy with the way Bowman raced him.
It's definitely no secret that Austin Dillon is one of the villain drivers in the NASCAR Cup Series. But he's not a cool villain like Denny Hamlin. He's a villain because he intentionally wrecks people and just has a very cringy way of going about it. And when he gets wrecked by somebody or when he wrecks himself, he tries to throw a little tantrum. And this is what he did during the 2023 Pocono race when he got run into by Tyler Reddick entering turn number 1. Dillon and Reddick would make contact, sending Dillon going all the way up into the track, damaging the rear of his race car and ending his day. Under the caution, Austin Dillon would then throw his helmet at Tyler Reddick, and that would be the end of it.
At RCR.
Big hit.
Oh, helmet thrown at Reddick.
Angry.
Was the helmet throw enough, or do you need to talk to Tyler?
No, I just need to start wrecking some people.
There you have it. Austin Dillon not happy.
And a crash on the front stretch. Carl Edwards and Clint Boyer are in it. Came in 13th in the championship standings.
Ooh, Tony almost got in the fence.
Then came down and got Boyer, and that took out Carl Edwards.
Well, and obviously not festivities in a victory sense for Kyle Busch, but Kyle, how do you feel about the way you were penalized for what happened out there? Not a word from him. Keeping his mouth shut right now, guys. He'll think about it, I'm sure, and have a word for us.
Excuse me, pardon me, I want to play through.
Yeah, and here comes Kyle Busch.
Oh, he turns Hamlin. Gets into Hamlin.
Go low, come on, go low, go low.
Look out, remember, these guys have history from before, and he keeps it off the wall.
I can sit here and bash him for the next 20 seconds or so and give you all a bunch of sound bites and everything. But I'm just happy I signed up for next week's nationwide race. And, you know, and in turn, you know, there's a lot of guys that owe him. There's a lot of guys that have a lot of chips that they're going to cash in. I'm just going to be the first of the pay window.
You think that NASCAR needs to get involved with Brad now at this point?
No, I'll take care of him. It's no biggie.
In the mid-2000s, Jeff Gordon was easily the most disliked driver in NASCAR. Maybe Tony Stewart could have beaten him, but I don't think so. Jeff Gordon would get booed anywhere he went. Any track, any city, any state, no matter the implication, Jeff Gordon was booed by many fans. And this case really didn't help him. This was in NASCAR's peak popularity era, and he intentionally crashed a rookie, Ryan Newman, at Rockingham in 2003 after racing hard with Newman off of turn number 4 the previous lap.
Oh, trouble, 12 car around.
Ryan Newman,
stop car.
Somebody over here coming off
So he said somebody spun him.
I believe he was referring to 24, possibly.
And then he's going to come back between 1 and 2, and this is off turn 4, so he's going to make it here. We know that.
He bounced off the wall again.
Oh, bouncing off the wall again.
And he kind of bounced off Jeff.
Yes, he did.
And Jeff said, you know what? I don't appreciate that.
That's exactly what he said.
That bounce off the wall off turn 4 and into the 24 did some pretty good looking damage to that, that fender around.
Did it on purpose. With that caution we had earlier, where is that guy?
Trouble in turn number 2. Jimmy Johnson is around. Kurt Busch is around.
What a chump, what a chump. Is that a 5 chump? Yeah, it is. I got your number. How bad is it, boss? Yeah, we probably heard it this time. Take it to the garage. Take it to the garage. You want something to eat? Want a knuckle sandwich?
These things you definitely don't see really ever, and that's when Jimmie Johnson gets extremely upset. Jimmie Johnson, one of, if not the greatest NASCAR driver of all time, was one of the greatest because he never let his temper get the best of him. Jimmie Johnson was usually always calm, cool, and collected, and was able to rebound after any incident on the racetrack. But in 2011, he had enough of Kurt Busch after racing hard with him during the summer months. Heading into the final race before the chase, they would make contact, sending each other around, and Jimmie Johnson wanted payback. And that is what he got. This rivalry never came to a close that season. It was at Gateway in the NASCAR Nationwide Series where Keselowski and Edwards were battling side by side for the victory. Edwards, a Cup Series regular, would just go down to the Nationwide Series to take away some checkered flags from the regulars. They were side by side coming off of turn number 4 until Edwards wrecked Keselowski on purpose.
Inside. Carl Edwards, can he make it stick on the outside? Brad thought he had the best car all night. Took the inside line on the restart. This is going to be down to the wire. Oh, they touch. He spun out. Carl gets into Keselowski. Carl Edwards will win.
That's it. Checker flag. Good job, man. You are the man. He deserves it. Good job.
I know this is a huge win for you. We got to ask you what happened with you and Brad on that last lap, though.
I just couldn't let him take the win from me. My guys worked way too hard for that. We had a great restart. My guys built me a great car, and we came to the checker flag. And I hate to see stuff tore up, but we came here to win. And he took it from us there in turn 1, and just an awesome race. I can't thank Copart.com enough.
He's turning Clint Boyer into the wall, collecting Joey Logano. Caution flag is out. Almirola slides in. That's a year's worth of frustration. Oh, conflict. The crews are in it. And somewhere in the middle of that is Jeff Gordon. Clint Boyer racing for 5th position, then this the payback. As Brad Keselowski, the championship leader, right in front of him, finds enough room to get by.
See, Almirola got in the oil there and couldn't get his car under control.
Tony Stewart getting up and against Kurt Busch.
A lot of emotion here, a lot of temper, a lot of emotion.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of aggression. This is typical Richmond.
Yep.
Let's see what happens here.
Took Stewart out of the groove.
Yeah, he got up underneath him, pushed him up the hill, and when he did, everybody went by.
Cost him 4 or 5 spots there. Now here's Kenseth.
Opinions expressed out on the racetrack carried over here in the garage. And Kurt, your conversation between yourself and Tony Stewart, what took place?
So I don't know what the 14 was upset about. I got hit from behind. I got hit every which way. So did he. Kenseth moved us up out of the way at the end, so that's why I was upset with him. But hey, you know, everybody's free for all. We got a top 10. But the biggest thing here is 10 laps ago, this car didn't have a scratch